Hey there, good morning, everybody. I want to welcome you here to the Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I'm the host of this show. So, we're starting a new monthly series for the month of February, and this is going to be entitled Where Is It Going? Or Where Are We Going? I guess is a probably better term to describe it. Basically, what we're going to do here is I'm going to pick an album, the one we're going to start with today, and I will take one of the artists off the album, or perhaps I will do the producer. Those are the only two kind of things I will do. So somebody who's performed on the album or has produced the album, and that producer or that artist, I will pick a band or an album that they were on by another band or by another artist or of their own making or another group, and move that album into the next spot. So in the case we're going to start with today, it's Black Sabbath's Heaven and Hell. So the reason I decided to do this series is, first I wanted to do something a little bit more interesting that wasn't standard. It's not a ranking or anything like that. It's just a little bit of a different way of approaching it. And I also wanted to talk about some of the albums that I don't normally get to talk about much, and move forward with that. So I came up with this idea that I would take one of the artists off of each of these albums and move forward with it. So the job for you guys to do is try to figure out which artist I'm going to use and where I'm going to go with this. And it probably won't be easy to figure it out, because you could go, well, it might not be too hard on this particular one. There's not too many people going forward into different areas here. But for me, it's just an opportunity to talk about albums that I don't talk that much about or don't get to talk that much about. So this particular album is one of my top 5 albums of all time. Kind of the album that launched heavy metal for me, if not, definitely not for the genre, but it definitely brought heavy metal to the forefront for me, because before this album, I've been listening to a lot of kind of poppy stuff, maybe some prog stuff, hard rock stuff for sure. Hard rock was probably, when this album came out, was probably still my favorite genre of music. But then this album came out and really pushed that hard stuff to another level. So this to me is probably, up until this point, Black Sabbath's heaviest album, at least in the metal realm. Now, some of the stuff they did prior to this was quite a bit heavier too, but for me, this is the one that kind of launched that metal sound that a lot of bands would start doing, much faster paced, heavier, beefier, metally, more metal sounding. And so I decided I would start this episode and this series with this album, Heaven and Hell. So there are a number of choices here I could make. You've got Martin Birch here. You've got Ronnie James Dio here. Bill Ward has done stuff on his own as well. Could go any of those directions. But even if you figure out who I'm going to pick here, it's not necessarily easy to figure out where I might go with it. But I'll give you a hint. We're probably going to stay in the heavier realm for the first 3 or 4 of these. So that's a bit of a hint. So anyways, I hope you enjoy what we're going to do here this series. And I'll probably talk a little bit more about the albums as we go along. But for today, we're just going to be talking about the series and the album I've chosen here, Heaven and Hell from Black Sabbath. I hope you've liked this episode. Please hit the like and subscribe. If you want to leave any comments about this album, Black Sabbath, or the series in general, or if you just want to pick somebody of your own making and go forward with your own story, that'd be fine too. Anyways, hope to see you throughout the week. Please have yourself a good day and a good evening, and goodbye here from the Prog Monster.